Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living.
Dear Dr. Sala, writes a college student, why have so many pastors and Christian leaders fallen in recent days? The question on the heart of that young man who listens to Guidelines in Manila, Philippines, has been on the minds of many people who have cried out both in anger and in hurt. Why? Long ago, Paul wrote, "So if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall." In recent days, I have known and I have talked with more than a few individuals who cut short fruitful ministries and ruined their lives with poor choices which deeply hurt their wives, their children, other people. I've asked the same question. Why? You had so much going for you. How could you possibly have done this? While there are many variations to the answer, I'll give you some reasons as to why men of God fall. 1. Busyness, which causes men of God to lose touch with reality. Too busy. The end result is they lose touch with their own feelings, their wives and children, and with God as well. Most men accomplishing things feel the pressures of ministry, the push to produce, the urgency of rushing over there to counsel with this person and put out the fire so the work will run smoothly. A boat in the harbor drifts with the tide when it isn't properly anchored. And frankly, it takes time to keep relationships right. First with God, with our wives and families, and even with ourselves. Pastors need time, unstructured, uncluttered time for this. And often that time just isn't there. So it has to be taken at the cost of something. 2. Men of God get into trouble when they focus on the immediate as opposed to long-term consequences. It's at this point that you get the response, "I don't know why I did it. I really knew better. I just didn't think." It's always easier to come up with some rationalization. My wife didn't meet my needs. She was so busy she didn't understand what was going on in my life. I guess it's my midlife crisis. Every man of God who falls knows better. He knows of others who have ruined their marriages and ministries. But the thought, "It could happen to me," is pushed aside by the warm feelings and emotions of the immediate. 3. Another reason for failure is that success brings a sense of entitlement along with it. It conveys the message, "Who will challenge me? Look at what I've done." Most men who have succeeded in building large churches or organizations get their way. They're successful, and nothing succeeds like success. So when they want something badly, they aren't used to being denied, and unfortunately, God doesn't protect us from the bitterness of wrong choices, which are sinful. There's one more fact that I'd like you to consider, and this doesn't point the finger at fallen men as much as it implicates the rest of us in the process. Men and women who are on the front lines of Christian service are engaged in spiritual warfare, and they are sustained by our prayers and encouragement. Satan's alive and well, and he does his best to destroy Christian leaders. Having served as a pastor myself and being involved in the lives of Christian leaders, I can tell you for a fact the life of a Christian servant is often a lonely one. Many remind you of your failures, few of what you do right. May God help us to stand strong and remember we represent the King.
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living. If you would like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our e-commentary, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. That's info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.